We have an array of products to assist you in all your beauty or body needs. Do you want curly, soft, beautiful hair? Well, try our Relaxer line, designed to leave your hair soft, silky, and full of body. Or would you like beautiful, straight, shiny, long-lasting hair? Well, try our Cherry or Extreme Hold Spritz. With our Cream Shine, it's guaranteed to give you that look you want. How about dry, achy feet or legs that you can't seem to keep moisturized? Well, try our African Shea Butter Foot Lotion. We have many products to help you with all phases of your beauty and body needs. For a full list of all our products, please visit our website at www.aeasysilk.com or call us at 313-277-2319.
Good morning once again to all my listeners and viewing audience out there. Good morning to you. Each and every week we have something going on for you, and every now and then we have to make a little adjustment on what we're doing. So welcome again to WHPR TV 33 and Comcast on your dial. We're here live and live in color this morning, and as always, I'd like to say to you, and especially you out there in the TV land, we got something special for you going on this morning. And again, it always put God first, and we're gonna move forward. As we prepare to move forward, I want to say you, as always, before I get started, I get kind of caught up sometime. When I get caught up, I have to talk to you. When I talk to you, I want you to get ready to have a sip of tea with me. Prepare yourself. And we're going to prepare you for everything going to be happening right here at WHPR TV 33. We're coming at you a little bit different this morning, but we're going to bring it on in live and live in color, and we're going to make sure that you are with us this morning as we prepare ourselves for another edition of Let's Talk Hair with the Hair Doctor. I'm going to get my engineer to put that theme song on, number 3. And then I'm going to let it play in its entirety while we make a little change. But get ready to have a sip with me and have a sip with you as we prepare for you this morning. Be right back after this.
Listen, Father in heaven, shine your light through the darkness. I want to walk right. I don't want to stumble. Shine
welcome back again to WHBR TV 33 on your dial, and I am yours truly, the host this morning of Let's Talk Hair with the Hair Doctor. Remember, I told you early, prepare yourself for the coffee and for the tea, because I want you to have a sip for you and have one for me, as I do the same for you this morning. So good, so good. I need one for me right now. Yeah. So as we get ready to bring in my co-host and my guest this morning, we want you to be prepared for us, because I got my co-host, which is Brother Warren in Southwest Detroit, and I also got my real estate partner with me, a deacon at my church. They said, Tone, the real estate man. We're going to talk to them in a short, but anyway, let me go and do this. I told you I have many distributors around and about town, right? Now, you can call me at area code 313-277-2319. Once again, area code 313-277-2319 for your distributor all around and about town. Okay, now that number, again, area code 313-277-2319. And right here in Highland Park, you got Brother Robert, and you have 3 or 4 more, but then also on the station, you got Brother Billy and Brother Malik and all those, and Brother Harvey. I talked to him yesterday. He picked up this order. He said, prepare, because he's on his way back to be with you, okay? Right now, I'm going to bring in my co-host and speak to him. Good morning, Brother Warren.
Good morning, Hair Doctor. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Everybody been wondering what was happening to you, and I know you're the man of the hour, so tell me something.
Oh, yeah, everything's been okay. I just was a little sick. I had a bit of that flu/pneumonia, so I'm back, though, all healthy. Everything is good. If you have any questions about getting your hair cut or picking up any of our wonderful African Easy Silk products, all you have to do is give a dial to 313-477-4599, or stop by Tuesday through Saturday at 3411 West Jefferson Avenue, Ecorse, Michigan, 48229. That's right outside of downtown and in Southwest Detroit. Small little suburb, nice, safe, a great place to be. Thank you, Hair Doctor.
Okay, I want to go here right now and do a shout out to Mr. R.J. Watkins. It's been a busy week for me this week, and I didn't forget about you, but I had a hectic week, and I walked out, forgot your package, but I will make sure you'll be back over here next week. Now, the program is brought to you by African Easy Silk Hair Care Product and you, the viewing audience. You remember I told you last week that we're going to go to open mic, but we want you to be positive. See, so many things been going on negative. From our house all the way to the White House, we need us. We don't need nobody else. We need to go back and begin to take care of us and do what we need to do. You know, well, some of us have got to be still black on the outside, but a different shade on the inside. Well, we got to bring that back and do for us what we keep asking everybody else to do for us. And now I'm going to bring in, see, wait a minute, hold me, back up there. We got the hair covered. We got the product covered. We got all the individuals out there, all my distributors out there, to take care of you, the mind, the body, and the soul. We're working on that. And at the store, not only do you look good, feel good, chew some gum, can taste good. Now we have the cologne at the store to help you smell good. Where's that located at? 4025 Inkster Road in the city of Inkster. But now, after saying all of that, we got to stay warm. We got to go inside and get warm. How you do that? You need a house. Well, I'm connected with a house now. The man called Tone. Come in, brother. How are you this morning?
I'm great, Cat Doctor. How are you this morning? God bless you. God bless you this morning. Good to see you. Also to you, Professor Warren. Good to see you as well.
Okay, now.
So we was talking a little bit yesterday about the difference between buying a house and renting a house. You want to go over that a little bit?
Well, yeah, because I wanted to, let me back up for a minute, Brother Tone, because there are so many real estate companies out there doing different things, and on the Hair Doctor show, we want to do something positive instead of always saying negative. So we got the hair covered. Now I got something to deal with the housing and them covered. So I want you to take a couple of seconds and break down just a little bit. I'm going to come back and I'll bring you back, okay?
Yes,
Talk
sir.
to me.
Listen, you know, we talked a little bit about the difference between buying a house and renting a house. Of course, everybody can't buy a house, okay, but for those who can rent a house, it's available for them as well. Buying a house right now is a lot easier than it used to be for the simple reason we got a lot of programs out there to help first-time home buyers. And first-time home buyers doesn't mean that you never bought a house. It means you haven't bought a house in the last 3 years, which means that we can put you in the house with no money out of your pocket. We got 2 great programs. One program will give you $15,000 towards buying a house.
Okay.
$15,000.
right.
Another one will give you $7,500. And if you don't qualify for those because of your credit score, that's okay. We got a program where we can give you a house if your scores are as little as 580. And what I do, I was nominated last week as being one of the top real estate agents in Michigan. What I do with customers, I show them how to buy a home and have the seller help them buy it by giving them a contribution towards their cost. There's 3 costs in buying a house: down payment, closing costs, which is basically what the banks charge you, and prepaid, which is nothing but taxes and insurance. I can get the seller to give you that money towards your costs so that you don't have to come up with a down payment. So on a $100,000 house, you look at that $3,500, which if you was to try to rent, they're going to want you to pay the first month's rent, which may be, you know, maybe $700, $800, and then they want you to put up 2 months security deposit, which is another $1,600 or so. So you come up with about $2,400 to rent. By coming up with another $600, you can buy. Yeah.
Okay, hold that thought for a minute, because we're going to come back with that. But now let me say this on my listening audience. To everything we're going through with, we got problems trying to come up with the money. You want to make sure you keep your hair cut and groomed, and we want to make sure everything goes on. We have it right now in the total package, right here on WHPR TV 33 and Comcast on your dial. Tell your friend to call them up and tell them we got open mic and we're going to begin to talk to you. And if you have a problem, we're going to give you the number to call. And if it's not up, we're going to make sure when I come back to give you the number you can call in this morning. The number till the same. I think it's 868-3432. What is that? Did I get it right? 68336. Okay. I'm going to make sure I have that corrected for you in a few minutes. But in the meantime, remember, what we do here is try to make sure that you are connected with my distributor up there in Southwest Detroit, connected to my real estate man, and connected to me. Now, to get to all of them, you can call one number off the air, and that's area code 313-277-2319. Now, I'm going to bounce back over with Brother Warren. And tell me what you got going on this week, special, Brother Warren, my co-host.
Good morning, Hair Doctor. Again, what we have this week special is the same thing we have every week special. Great haircuts, great shaves, great products. We just got a new shipment in this week of African Easy Silk, the best products in town. We got nice cream shine to make your hair lay down, whether you have long hair and you want it to be shiny and not fluffy. You know, we also have beard cream and beard oil. The beard oil has been flying off the shelf. It has infused with vitamin E oil. We also have the hemp butter oil serum, and they are just wonderful. People's beards are being manageable now. The light spots are growing in, and it's just been a great overall grooming experience.
All right. Now, we talk about the beard cream. I have one here with me this morning, I believe. I didn't get prepared for today because, like I said, I had so much going on. One of my distributors placed a big order, and I was trying to make sure I get the order together for my distributor, and I got sidetracked. But you know, I'm a God person, and I'm not a religious person, but I'm a God person.
Amen.
And I just tell you like it is. You know, it said, take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. But most of us take our burden to the Lord and walk away with our problem and everybody else's problem too. Now, we have a remedy for that. I gave you some instructions last week about how to use the silk product if you want to promote hair growth. I'm going to come back with that again in a minute, but I want y'all to bear with me this morning because we are doing something a little different, and I like what's going on because I want, well, going further, I'm going to do this. I want my engineer, if you will, with the audience out there, to give Brother Warren a big round of applause. And we can give him a big round of applause. All right, Brother Warren. And to my real estate person, you know, people don't look at that. If you got a good real estate person, somebody you can talk to, you can listen to, who can help you, you need to give him a big round of applause this morning. Anthony.
Amen. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Now, out in the audience, around the world, you were there and I'm here. I'm watching you and you're watching me. Give yourself a big round of applause this morning because you deserve it, all right?
Amen.
You deserve that round of applause, yes. Now, as we come back, I talked about the wild growth last week, but I'm going to give you a little more in-depth on that. But I want to go to my real estate person and give me just another. I don't want to give them too much, but give them just enough and with your telephone number so they can get more in-depth, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you want to buy a home or sell a home, just call Tone. My number is 313-409-6591. Again, 313-409-6591. My office number is 248-557-1200. We're Bowers Realty in Southfield on 10 Mile, just a little bit east of Southfield Freeway. Again, if you want to buy a home or sell a home, call Tone. I want to say one thing here, Doctor. I talk a lot about people who want to buy a home, but we do a great program for people who want to sell their home as well.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know what their property values are worth, and they want to get the highest possible price in the least amount of time with the least amount of aggravation. What I do free of charge is I provide up to 70-page report that not only let you know what your house is worth, but the houses around you, what they sold for, what other houses around you are selling for. And this way, you can always, guarantee yourself that, hey, listen, I know I'm going to get the price that I deserve for my house. We had a situation the other day where a client was trying to sell their house on their own. And after doing an analysis on the house, I seen that they had underpriced it by $30,000. And I said, well, I know you want to sell fast, so let's just raise it up by $15,000. We got an offer the next day. But he was going to take, a lot less than what it was actually worth. So we were able to make it a win-win-win situation. Win for the seller because he got more than he thought he was going to get for a win for a buyer because they got a house that was a little bit priced under value for them. At the end of the day, they was both happy. So that's what we do.
All right. Thank you, Brother Anthony. There's a way that we can do things. All we got to do is begin to come together.
Amen.
Now, as I say that, with my co-host, he helps you to look good, feel good,
Amen.
And smell good.
Amen.
And all right, and I'm going over to my co-host this morning, Brother Warren. Talk to me a little bit, brother.
Good morning again, Hair Doctor, and good morning out there to the listening and viewing audience. I wanted to first say thank you to WHPR TV 33. You can also catch us on Roku, and you can also catch us on Amazon Fire Stick in case you wanted to check us out while you're out and about. We're also on YouTube. You can catch all of the restreams, not just this great show, The Hair Doctor, all about hair with the Hair Doctor, but all of our great shows down here at TV 33. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. Also, we just excited for this new month, this new day. Every day is a great day to be alive because some people didn't wake up this morning. We got to count our blessings and everything. We just trying to get everybody in nice phase, great waves, smelling good, looking good. If you have any questions for me personally off air, if you're catching the restream, you can always call me at 313-477-4599. You can also catch me on social media, Snapchat at Barber Wizard. You can catch me on YouTube at Barber Wizard You can also catch me on Facebook at Warren the Wizard Williams on Facebook, and on Instagram, Barber Wizard. We're going to be putting a lot of great content. All of the content is sponsored by African Easy Silk. We have African Easy Silk, all of the great products, lotions for your body. We have fragrances so you can smell good. We have hair care products. As you know, I always mention the Cream Shine, great product. We have our oil moisturizer hair tonic. We have the beard cream with shea butter in it, so it has a great scent. They're also great for your hair and skin. We have foot lotions, because you know a lot of times we neglect our feet because it's been so cold and we're running in and out, in and out. You want to start prepping for the summer and the spring because we have to have our feet out, so that way it doesn't, you know, smell bad or look bad. We also have. Beard oils. Beard oils are really, really good, help manageable. We have beard cream and conditioners and shampoos, great. And we also have a blue shampoo that I really, really am happy that African Easy Silk decided to dive into. That's one of the fastest sellers. I don't want to say biggest, but fastest. And the reason it's so fast is because it works so great. It helps leave your hair non-flaky, not that dry feeling. You know how sometimes you shampoo your hair and then it's all dry? Well, our blue the shampoo doesn't leave it dry. It makes it very, very wonderful. Back to the hair doctor.
You know, I have a surprise for you, Brother Warren. I was going to save it till later, but since you brought it up, we have coming a wonderful, wonderful body butter. Then you got the feet, but the body butter is awesome. It's amazing. Brother J.D. Hill and I, back in the day, a lot of people don't know, but Brother J.D. Hill was my sponsor. We talked, we worked together, and to develop merchandise designed with us in mind. And he's still growing. I use a phrase, other companies have designs in their vault in years. So the African Easy Silk. So the body butter have popped out, and I'm gonna make sure you get to try it. Now the body butter, they always look at the woman, but the body butter can be used for men and women. If you want to make your body feel good, I say, well, we got everything to help you look good. Now the body butter help you feel good, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and everything in between. The ladies they got a shower gel. And our men got a shower gel. But main thing right now, the body butter for both men and women. And it's in, I read the ingredient. You have two of the number one ingredients, if you may ask. One is the hemp oil. Two is the black seed oil, along with all the other great oils that comes into existing in all the product. But I just want to let people know it's available this week at 4025 Inkster Road, and it also will be available in Southwest Detroit. And what's that address over in Southwest Detroit, my brother?
Oh, the address is 3411 West Jefferson Avenue, Ecorse, Michigan, 48229, right outside of Southwest Detroit, minutes from downtown Detroit.
Now, one other thing now. When you get to smelling good with all the good fragrance, you got to be in a place where you can look good and feel good. And that is a man going to help you with that, Brother Tone.
How you doing again, Hair Doctor? Again, I want to also give thanks to the new TV 33 WHPR. It's always great to be here. Hair Doctor, I'd like to mention a couple of properties that I have for sale right now that might be of interest to someone in your audience. I have a property over in the Detroit historical area of Boston Edison at 859 Edison Street. Beautiful, beautiful home. Beautiful, beautiful home. It's for sale right now at a reduced price of $165,000. We also have one on Rutherford in Detroit at 18074. That's a beautiful colonial property for $65,000. We also have one on Murray Hill at 17554, 3-bedroom brick bungalow. Beautiful, beautiful homes. Again, you know, with us, you know, if you can't buy a home, I did mention this to you before, we also do land contracts. You know, say, for instance, if you can't qualify for a mortgage, but you have a substantial down payment. What I mean by substantial down payment, about 10% of the price value. We can buy the home for you and then put you into a land contract. Your payments will be equivalent to about what it would cost you to rent. But the difference here is that over the next 4 or 5 years, the house is paid for. Which is a beautiful thing, which is a very beautiful thing. So you pay for it for 4 or 5 years, you have no more payment. So that's something we also do as well. Yeah.
All right. Good news, good news, good news. And that's what we're all about. You heard me say, and listening to my friend, and he pops up every now and then, I want to do this. So we were celebrating Black History Month. We were really celebrating Black History Month last week with Brother J.D. Hill. And I want to bring him in and introduce him for some of those who might not know who I'm talking about. He's been with me when we together for so long, and we brothers by different mothers.
Amen.
And he's still here with me today. And every now and then, I had to bring him in and show you who I'm talking about. My friend, the one and only, J.D. Hill, presenting to some and introducing to others, my friend, the one and only, J.D. Hill. One of his sayings was, I want you to learn to use what God have gave you to help you yourself. And that's the EEOC concept. That's what you want, the EEOC concept, to make sure you understand what that means. Well, the first E is education. It don't matter how many degrees you might have hanging on the wall full of dust. You got to put them down, dust them off, and begin to use that first E. And that first E will bring you into employment. And also that first E will teach you how to work for somebody else and for yourself. And then after a period of time, you can go to the O, that's owning your own business. Then the C stays in the background for many years because you got to learn how to control it. That's the EEOC concept. But never, ever forget about that first E. I say that because this is what he was talking. You heard him talk about the Church of Accountability. Now, the Church of Accountability is not a building. It's a body. The body is you. You're accountable for yourself. Yesterday, bring him some words back from wisdom from my friend, the one and only, J.D. Hill. And we salute him this morning. Amen. Every day, we salute him this morning. They're here at WHPR TV 33, okay? And we continue moving forward. And we continue moving forward. In memories of my friend, African leadership was born many years ago. It was brought to TV and radio over on Woodward Avenue at the same station. Before that, it was on radio downtown. Then it came to WHPR, radio, and then TV. Still alive today, many years later, right here on Victor Street. So you can call the office number, I know that one, 868-6612. For anything you need. But for me, call just one number for all of my distributors around and about town. Where's that located? What's that number? Area code 313-277-2319. And every now and then you will find my co-host at 4025 Inkster Road. Brother co-host, Mr. Warren.
Good morning again. Yes, and if you don't see me at 4025 Inkster Road in the great city of Inkster, Michigan, right outside of the airport, right outside of Romulus, you can catch me at 3411 West Jefferson Avenue, 48229. I'm at the barbershop, great barbershop. You can have great talks and everything. Also, I wanted to let everybody know we do have a delivery service. If you were out and about, let's say you wanted to send some products down to Georgia or to Texas or anywhere across this great 48 continental states, all you have to do is give 313-477-4599 a call. We'll set everything up, give you all the packaging. It'll be nice and shipped to you expressly. Or if you're in the greater metropolitan area of Detroit, We also deliver then too, but that usually is after 7 o'clock because the delivery guys are real busy during the day.
All right. All right. Now give yourself a round of applause out there. All right. Now, again, Tony and I, we belong to the same building. We take the church into the building, and the building is at 3100 Harrison Road in the city of Inkster at Faith Ministry. Now, I've been knowing his grandmother and his mother for many years.
Amen.
I didn't even know anything about this young man. One day, somehow, the Creator
Amen.
brought us together. So by bringing us together, I chose. Matter of fact, let me be honest with you. You know, I got a lot of adopted sons and daughters. Now, Brother Anthony is my adopted son.
Hallelujah.
Okay, and in the spirit.
Hallelujah.
Okay, so we are here together to help you. And I'm going to go back to Brother Tone. Matter of fact, let me back up 1 minute. I'll have to have a sip of tea. Ooh, I needed that. Now I'm going to go over to Tone. Give them your telephone number once again, how to get in touch with you about all these great deals. And do you set up a meeting with different individuals so you can talk to them directly and get a better understanding about what you're doing?
Good question here, Doctor. First of all, that number is again 313-409-6591. So this is basically what we do. If a person call me up and say, "Hey, Tone, I want a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, basement, garage, whatever it is that you want in a particular area," what I'll do is I'll look up the houses that fit that criteria and in that price range. I will then email them a copy of those homes. So I ask them to help me help them. You might get a list. It may be 10 houses. It may be 20 houses. You look through those houses and say, "You know what, Tony? Of these 10 houses, these 5 I kind of like, you know." So I tell them then to drive by that house and look at it on the outside. You know, see what you think about the outside of the home, because the picture doesn't always tell you the true look of the house. So they ride by those 5 homes. The next thing you know, they say, "Well, Tony, I want to see the inside of these 3." I then set up an appointment to go inside and tour the house, those 3 homes. Once I look at the inside of them 3 homes, you say, "Well, Tony, hey, I like this one." I go about making sure that my buyer, you know, get that house. A lot of times agents be like, "Tony, how you always get your offers accepted?" It's the way you present the offer. You know, I not only give them an offer on the for the house, I always write a letter about the client, you know, why I think they deserve this house. I had situations where they may have grew up in the neighborhood or whatever reason may be. And, you know, and the sellers get to see that letter. And once they read that letter, 9 times out of 10, they'll choose my buyer. One thing I also make sure of is that they're qualified. You know, I call up their, you know, their lender to make sure that they're, you know, this is not they call a pre-qualification. It's a pre-approval. There's a difference between the two. Pre-qualification, they just say, "Hey, listen, you know, come in here, I'm going to give you a letter," and say, "Okay, you're fine." A pre-approval, however, he's going to verify what you're giving them or telling them is correct, that you actually worked for the last 2 years, that your credit scores is actually at a certain level, that you have certain monies in the bank to put down that down payment. You know, and I could take care of the rest after that. You know, I want to mention also one other thing here, Doctor. I do also have another property at 5085 Underwood. I bring that property up because of this. There's a great tenant in that house. A young lady works at the grocery store. Paid great. She got love the house. However, she can't buy the house, so she wanted to continue to stay there. So I said, "Well, listen, let me let people know that they can buy this house for under $30,000, and receive $800 a month, which is about $10,000 a year, almost $9,600. So here you got an investment for under $30,000. You're getting back almost $10,000. So you're making a rate of return on your investment of almost 30%, which is a really good investment. You got the money in the bank over here. Why not buy the home? And this lady been in the house for about 4 years. Why not buy the home and get that monthly income instead of getting 1 or 2% from the bank if you get that amount of money?
All right.
Yeah. So we got a lot of good things for them. We got a lot of good. But I want to ask you another question, though. You mentioned to me, or you mentioned earlier about your cologne. Can you tell me a little bit more about that, please?
Well, on the cologne, I'm one that a little bit in the dark. I have a person that's in the store.
Yes, sir.
Been doing the oils that you go some of the malls and stuff. You find that is in there. The man I got there at the store, Q, we call him Q, and he's been doing it for over 15 years, and some of everything that you want
Oh,
in the oils,
okay.
he have it. And I have so much on my plate, I let him handle the oil. And I'm teaching him other things about this in the store. But in the meantime, he's teaching me, but my mind is so bombarded with everything else that I'm doing. Preparing for to come to the radio station.
Yes, sir.
And preparing for my distributors.
Yes, sir.
And everything else. So we're going to take a quick break and be right back after this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We can take a call. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, I wanted to get the phone number of the guy with the property information.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. My cell phone number is area code. Good morning to you, first of all. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. My phone number is area code 313-409-6591.
That's 409-6591.
That is correct.
And your name?
My name is Tony. My name is Anthony James. Everybody call me Tone. When you want to buy a home, just call Tone.
Tony?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for the information.
You-
Hair doctor, I'm going to have to get with you because I need shampoo, I need vitamin E, leave-in conditioner, so I'll be calling in. So make sure the other gentleman gives out his number as well.
All right, that number once again is 313-477-4599.
477-4559.
No, 99.
I'm sorry. 477-4599.
Yes, ma'am.
And your name?
Warren.
Pardon me?
Warren, you can call me the professor or just call me Barber Wizard.
Okay, Warren Barber? Barber
Yes.
Warren?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'll continue to listen to your show. Great show always. Always encourage us to support us and to empower us. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you so
for
much.
calling.
Thank you so much. You know, as we work with this morning, matter of fact, I got to give that young lady a big round of applause because she deserved that big round of applause. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to ask her if she will call up everybody you can think of. If even the enemy, we're going to turn them into a friend.
Amen.
Right here at WHPR. When we come in, we want to be sure that we are on jam right here. We want you to call in with something positive. We want to pass on good information to help us, to help others to be better to themselves. You know, I learned, our sisters and brothers out in the radio and TV land, I learned if you want to be better, you got to look in the mirror and talk to that person you see in the mirror to get them to be better. Get that person to be better before you can help somebody else being better, okay? As we continue moving forward this morning, I'm going to say once again, if you haven't had your coffee, if you haven't had your tea, have a sip for you and have one for me. All right? We're moving on. We are running and doing things to help to make us better. This station is an information station. One person don't know it all, but if we share, we all can learn something different to help somebody along the way. Our Heavenly Father gave us the first computer. That was our brain. He gave us the first software. That was our mind. And it says in the Bible, you must renew the mind daily. That is a sharing, not debating, in your conversation, just conversate. Don't debate. Because I believe the book saying, my thoughts is not your thoughts. My ways is not your ways. But together we can grow. And that's what we are doing here. I brought in two of the best to bring you some other information. The cosmetology side, I can tell you, that's what I major in.
Amen.
The cosmetology side. But then I got the professor on the barber side. And then we got to be the housing side. So I brought the best that I know of in the housing side. A combination for your total body. My friend is going on, but what he taught me, the church of accountability means you're accountable for yourself. You're not accountable for my barber. You're not accountable for my real estate person. You're accountable for you. Can you learn something from all of us? Yes. Can we be better? Yes. But you have to do it for yourself. I use a phrase, a term, on B, about, on T rather, and about B. That's on time and about business. But you have to do that. I talk to my young men and women that are growing up. Mama and daddy have helped you to get where you are today. Now it's your turn to be better for you. Get your education for you. Be good for you. Then you can make them proud. I tell my daughters all the time, when you be proud of you, I'm proud of you. And young ladies, be aware of Pee-wee, Leroy, and all them others out there think they all that for the bowl of soup with their pants hanging down. You don't need them. Because they're there to pull you down. Lift yourself up and be the best. But number one, put God first.
Amen.
Put God first.
Amen.
I want you to be the best. We got to bring back a generation of young men and women that's going to be taking over this driver's seat, even where I'm sitting this morning. Somebody got to take it over. We don't know when we're going to be out of here. But I want you, grandmother, grandfather, uncle, auntie, all that, to help help this young generation to be the best in positive ways, not negative. That negative way they got it. We have lost 2 or 3 generations to negative. We got to bring them back. Even when they get their education and get all of that. Don't be like my friend when he told everybody. A lot of knowledge, but nothing solid. That means you know everything, but can't do nothing. And we have many of them like that right now. And don't ever get high on yourself. But put God first. The one you don't think is being blessed by God is being blessed. Being favored by God, yes. You might be 80 years old, but God saw something in you to keep you to get this 80, 90, 100 some years old of age because of the fact there's something positive He had put in you. Want you to share with other individuals to help them to get to your age. But then you have to do it for you. I mentioned earlier, when you take your burden to the Lord, leave it there. Don't get nobody else's problem and bring it back with you. Leave it there and give thanks. You can make it. And I want you to understand that. Do I know how long I'm going to be around? No. I used to hear my friends say that same thing, but I heard it about James Cleveland. We all have reservation but not cancellation. Somewhere on God's ground. At one time, we got to get out of here. But in the meantime, I want to keep trying to make a deposit in your mind to take care of you and be the best. Come home. That's your neighborhood. Come home to the radio station here, WHPR. Come home to be the best. I bring you the best. I have several different distributors. Come Home of Beauty around about town. Brother Billy is around about town. All of my distributors, area code 313-277-2319, and I give you distributor nearest you. But one here with me this morning, I got to give him a big round of applause over there because he's here with me, and our brother Warren. Tell me what's on your plate, brother.
Good morning once again to the viewing and listening audience out there. Thank you again for watching the new TV 33 WHPR. What's on my plate is the same as usual, just trying to provide great services with our great products, always teaching people how to use the products correctly. Lately, the beers have been coming back in all facets and whatnot, and that's been the biggest thing that we've been doing is trying to help promote healthy beard growth. And I've been trying to tell people that not only when you are training and conditioning and trying to build your beard, you must also take care of the scalp or take care of your skin itself. You know, a lot of times the beard grows at a slower rate because we don't take care of the skin. And since we've been introducing the African Easy Silk product line with the beard cream and the beard oils, the skin and the beard has been growing at a much more even and healthy rate. And so I just wanted to tell everybody, thank you, you know, for your support and for taking time to actually do the steps it takes to make your beard healthy.
All right. You know, yes, my Indian ear is giving me a little bit of a time so I know where I'm at. But I want to go back to the real estate. We have gotten away from a lot of things, and we don't think we can own anything anymore. So I'm going to go over and give him a couple of minutes. The real estate man, Brother Tone.
Thank you, here, Doctor. I want to bring something to your audience attention that's going on that I see. I have clients in China. I have clients in Argentina, New Zealand, England, South Africa, New York, New Jersey, and Texas. And this is what they're doing, okay? And I can't stop them from doing it, but I can give them some competition. They're getting together groups of investors, and they're buying up properties here in the Wayne County, Oakland County area. And how they're doing that, they start a LLC, and they do their operating agreements, articles of incorporations, resolutions, and things of that nature. It's really simple to do. And they have these people put in X amount of dollars. So, of course, I did the math. You know, I love math. So I was thinking about, you know, here in Detroit, Wayne County area, you got 10,000 people, just say. And they just said they all put up $1,000 a piece into the nonprofit bank account at Chase or whatever. They can't nobody touch this up, or it could be used to buy properties. We can put that together, $1 million, and buy up properties in Detroit and get a lot better return than the bank. Now, Inkster, for instance, where we're from, I went down and talked to them about 2 weeks ago about properties that they have for sale. They told me that they only sell their properties to investors that shows a proof of funds of $200,000. But they can buy a whole block. But they won't sell it to me or you. They will only sell it to organizations that have a proof of funds of $200,000. So why not us, you know, start an organization where we can put in money to buy a property. Back 29 years ago, I was with Isaiah Thomas. I was with Dave Bean and John Arnold. We had started an organization called BMI, which Black Men Incorporated. I was too young. I didn't know what I was doing back then. But I see it now. I see it clearly now. You know, I'm not saying call it BMI. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever we want to call it. But the concept and the product is here. We have the best product right now available to us with the land bank and so forth, where we can go in and buy blocks, get contractors or perhaps even kids to be trained as contractors to fix those homes up and then put them back on the market, you know, as a beautiful, beautiful uplift of Detroit. And instead of having people in China and New Zealand, the people came here from New Zealand. I mean, it was funny, to see them come here and buy our property. They brought up 2 properties in Inkster, as a matter of fact, one on Stanford and one on Norfolk. Yeah. And then flew back home.
Okay. All right, thank you. We're going to take heed of that now.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to our sponsors. Our sponsors, African Easy Shelf Hair Care Product. And I do have a couple with me. I have of the Wild Growth Hair Oil. This is Energizer 2000 Fertilized Hair Growth Treatment. And if anybody wants to know more about this, you can call me at area code 313-277-2319. I'll give you the full in-depth details about it. And I have the... Okay, let's take a phone call. Hello, caller?
Okay, I have to comment on your last statement that the gentleman made, Tony.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's our problem. How do you get every other ethnic group tribalized, and they study and they do growth economics? We're the only one that don't trust each other enough to get into a tribalism globally. We don't do group economics. We just don't even, we can't even feather our minds to go there because we're so busy feeding our wealth to somebody else. So how do we first break the chains off the brain so that we can become what we always was?
It first starts with prayer. Like the hair doctor said, God first, family second, business third. Once we do those 3 things first, everything else will take care of itself. But we also got to have everything that we do is going to have to make sure that it's legal, that it's moral, and that it's ethical. So in doing that, we must make sure that we have people in place to make sure it's legal. The black attorneys, to come in and make sure every I is dotted, every T is crossed. We get the banks involved to make sure that every dime and account involved, that every dime that is put into that account stays in that account and is only used for the purposes that it's intended for. No one individual can ever take out a penny once it's put in there. They'll only get a return on their investment once the house is refurbished and resold. It's a really simple concept, but again, I can't say it enough. God first, family second, then business. Make sure it's legal, make sure it's moral, make sure it's ethical. And again, I believe in it's real simple. I used to read the Bible from cover to cover once a month. But I say this, after reading the Bible over and over for once a month for 3 years, I broke it down to just 3 little rules. Love God more than anything else. Love your brother and your sister like you love yourself. And believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. If we do those 3 things, we can't lose.
Okay.
All right, thank you. But we got to remember, religiously and politically, we've been so duped and tricked.
We can fix that.
They are winning, and we're still on the bottom.
We can fix that.
After we die. So I hope you find the right religion, because the one that they done gave us, it ain't worked yet.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
You got churches giving billions of dollars every week to the banking gangster that causes your austerity. So when I look at the science and the history of all this so-called religious and politics, it was made by somebody that enslaved us, not educated us. They miseducated us to continue to feed their greed and to keep us on the bottom end.
Okay.
I think we better get a real description on who we praising and who we believing in, because so far all I see churches doing is giving the wealth away.
Okay.
Okay, we're coming up on the clock.
At least build the institution to teach people how to pitch, teach people how to, like what Hair Doctor is doing, encourage and teach people to build your own.
That's what we're talking about.
Sell your own, and what's the other thing? Support your own.
Amen.
We ain't there no more.
Yes.
We were there until they tore it up.
We could come back.
Use religion real good to tear it up.
We could come back.
Oh, okay. I would just like to say this. I totally.
That's my preach for the day.
All
Okay,
right,
I was
now.
gonna say I totally understand what you're saying. Sometimes we this is the barber wizard talking now. Sometimes we look too deeply into religion. On the religious side, on the putting God first, whichever God you decide to take, leave that be with self. The main thing is the renewing of the mind. Every religion and every guru and every spiritual system has to be a constant renewing of the mind. There's several steps that we have to do, and that is cutting off entertainment and getting on business. One thing the hair doctor always says is you have to be on T and about B. That's on time and about business. Unfortunately, we are so trapped into entertainment, and we're so trapped into outdoing one another. When we heard the Brother Tone was talking about earlier about people having investment groups, that's something that actually the African American community uprooted out of slavery back in the late 1800s after we were set free from our captivity state. And what we have to do is we have to bring back that type of system. We did it in the 1920s. We did it in the early 1900s. We did it all the way up until we began to have some type of semblance of freedoms that we thought we had, but no, we already had the freedoms. We just have to get that back. We have to have a renewing of the mind on everything. You know, the religious state, I try to tell people, let's stay out of those talks because everybody may have had different experiences, but it's all about the renewing of the mind and teaching the next generation. But we also have to reteach ourselves. If we reteach ourselves on how to do and how to act, then we'll be in a better state. I just want to say thank you for the call. Back to the hair doctor.
All right, group. Welcome to the caller. Make sure you call everybody and tell them to tune in next week at the same time right here on this station, where we're going to be bringing you some more and more information. Call your friends up and tell them to tune in because we're going to be hitting you at the bottom of your feet, at the top of your head, and everything in between, bringing positive information. So at the next week at the same time and same place, we're going to say goodbye.